life for us, to die for us, and die for us in our place because of our sin, so that we can have restored that intimate communion, that personal communion, indwelling us as the Holy Spirit. And that's what we've been talking about. Well, in 1050 AD, a Jewish poet, I'm going to read a little blurb to you. A Jewish poet wrote this. He said, "Could we with ink the ocean fill, and were the skies of parchment made, were every stalk on earth a quill, and every man a scribe by trade, to write the love of God above would drain the ocean dry, nor could the scroll contain the whole, though stretched from sky to sky." So you see, when you close these books, I want the reader or the blogger to understand the boundless love of God for us, what he has done so that we can commune with him, especially in these very troubled times that we're in.
This has been such a pleasure, Dr. Lennard. Thank you so much for sharing your ministry and your philosophy with our listeners. It's just been so interesting to talk with you. Thank you for being our guest on Books on Air.
And thank you. I'm blessed and I'm honored. Thank you so much.
Remember, you can find both Nerve Endings of the Soul, Interaction Between the Mind of God and the Mind of Man through Neural Synaptic Networks, and The Boundless Love of God, a Holy Spirit Story, both by Dr. E. Stan Lennard on Amazon. I'm Suzanne Harris, and I hope you'll join me for the next Books on Air podcast. Remember, you never know who's going to be here, and you never know what we're going to talk about. I'd like to thank you so very much for listening.